Hey everyone, LazyFire here. Welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. We are going into the Soviet facility that we've been avoiding for a while, and I barely remembered, that I had points I wanted to spend before we moved on. So, and we also have to change our outfit because there's going to be a fight. What do I want to do? That's always... Huh? Stealth kill? Yeah. I didn't even realize that was a thing. You end up buying, like, everything in this game, no matter what, or close to it. So, yeah, I'm not too surprised I didn't notice that was there. Well, I can build a shotgun carrier. Let's not do that. Not until we have the actual, shotgun, which we won't see for a while because we're doing the DLC first. And great. Yeah, we're gonna try to get things that are good for all rifles. You know, I know that the Golden Fang here is not, it's a DLC bonus rifle, but we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it for this video. Oh, I can still do the pistol upgrade. Didn't even see that. What do we got? Actually, I'm now getting a sense of deja vu, like I did this already. Oh. I always forget this. For whatever reason, clothing is over here. Why not? So... Alright, we're gonna do this. Oh wait, I'm already doing that. Sure, let's go back to that for a bit. So, here's our rifle. It's a sniper rifle. Pretty much. Okay, so I've wasted almost 4 minutes of time. I've been recording for 4 total minutes. I've already been in here, I know. But I just like to collect. Alright, so we're kind of doing double duty here, as I mentioned in the end of the last video, where we're going to be going in here and getting stuff that is relevant to both the DLC and, of course, our current objective. Yeah, I knew it was right there. Can always use free stuff. As a matter of fact, if you look closely, it looks like there's a box over there. Oh, wait. Alright, what is the method on? Oh yeah, climb. The method is always to climb first. The frame rate, heartbreakingly bad. Let's pop this open. Get a bit of scrap. Weaponry. And there's a box here we can open up.
Found it. I'm mixing the ingredients now. Any word on that patrol?
Just picked up another transmission. They're on the move.
Where are they now?
Oh no. They're headed straight for you. You might be able to sneak past them, but it's probably too late.
This ends here and now.
Damn.
Yeah. My shitty aiming ability is usually what precludes me from using a rifle like this. Alright. Yeah. Well, why don't we just do this?
Taking fire!
Yeah, fuck.
Advancing to cover!
Oh, advancing to get shot in the face here.
Ready to see if the antidote works?
I'm not exactly looking forward to it, to be honest.
If it does, I'll make my own and meet you at the Vale.
I'll let you know when I get there.
So yeah, I could just go back to the DLC area, but I've opened this up and I kept saying I was gonna go and, do this. So we're gonna go do this episode. This is our objective, is to get a little ways in here, at least to a campfire, and so that way next time I come back here, I can just teleport up, because the fights will not be any different at that point. And for whatever reason, you cannot open this thing up. I don't know why. And if you look up here, you're probably thinking, like I did, like there's gotta be a way up there. I'm just not jumping right. No. That is pretty much an area you won't get to for a little while until we have some equipment. However, if we come over this way, the long way around, there is a challenge tomb here. It requires explosives. You may notice I don't have any explosives on hand, but I have a plan. It's not a good plan, mind you, but it's a plan. Yeah. And now we're back up here. Now, notably, this bottle, if I turned it into a Molotov, would not actually count as an explosive. It has to be a gas can or something like that. So... now, the way you're actually supposed to open up that tomb back there is with the grenade launcher, once you get that. But there's ways to be a cheap bitch. And I'm going to attempt that one. Alright, up. Up. There you go. Good on you, Laura. You figured it out.
Cages. Like they were animals.
Okay, then.
Do we have a map of the facility?
Negative. Even if we did, there's a lot of structural damage from the revolt.
It's gonna be dangerous getting up higher. Weather and elements have taken them. So this is where the Soviets broke through.
Yeah. First contact was in one of the mine shafts, and they shifted all operations to retrieval. But it looks like the revolt came within a week.
Workers finally had enough.
You've seen this place, right? Seems like a safe bet. Let's see if we can find those manifests and join the others.
All right, we'll get searching. Any word on the escapees?
Likely dead. Constantine saw them go into the ice, but he's not convinced. Just keep your eyes open.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
I see you!
How? So now I have fire. Once you've hit caveman level strength, yeah, it's pretty much over for these guys. There was a part of me, and not an insignificant part of me, that was actually thinking what would be really fun is like a gimmick run of this game, because after a point, like all these bottles you see everywhere and everything like that, they're just everywhere. And you could probably make the case that if you really tried to, you could do most of the game without ever using a gun. Like, a good portion of it, at the very least. And they really want you to use these things. Check it. Now that, despite what it looks like, isn't actually progress. He recaught that's just painful. Yeah. This is kind of a side path. The game is very good at giving you tons of resources, I've mentioned before. And that actually, let me go grab a bottle. Oh. Let me go backwards further and grab a bottle. Because, you may have seen it, one of the challenges in the game for this area in particular is to set some posters on fire. That's a poster. Cool. New skill point. And while we're here, this down this way. We. At the moment, it looks like it's just kind of a nice little side path. However, upon closer inspection, yes, there's a weapon part here. But, ooh, new bow. Well, we'll go find out all about that when we go into this temple. Tomb. I don't know, I always want to call them temples. Throughout the entire game, really.
Light still work. Looks like pitch blend. Must have been a uranium mine. My god, these are ancient. What did they find down here?
So, this is how I plan on getting the campfire that I'll warp back to later on, is by doing this tomb. Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna jump it. I wanted to see what would happen if I missed that rope. That's my story anyways. I think you can actually go like all the way down there, but you're supposed to zip line. I never know exactly how far Lara can jump. Hey. Or... I wish what the game would do is instead of setting up what you're going to get out of any specific one of those lockers or whatever, because you're noticing getting a bunch of arrows that I can't use, that it would do something like maybe randomize some of the loot. I don't know. That'd be kind of nice. Like, not randomized, but, you know, make up for the fact that you can't carry more. Or do something like having a storage box or something like that. That would, you know, send extra arrows to the box. Or break it down into the base components so you can use those instead. Something. There's not really a conversion method or anything like that in the game for your equipment or for your items. You don't get to, like, make stuff into higher level stuff. So you end up with like an excess of things. So it's not really an issue per se. And is this our first? Yeah, this is our first perpetually full box. See? Like I've got the cloth right there. Like there's nothing I can craft that cloth into outside of Molotov. Which by the way, let's cloth. Go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this tomb took me a few minutes first time through. And it's got some neat sequences like what we're about to see.
Hell of an entrance.
I just really like that. It was a nice, I don't want to call it a subversion of what you normally see in these things. But like, because...
More artifacts. They must have broken through into an old passage. Got to see it for myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a subversion so much, but like a nice difference. Like, I didn't have to hit a bunch of buttons to escape that or anything like that. It just kind of happened and it was kind of cool. That, on the other hand, I completely forgot about. Huh. Let's see. Must be more Molotovin. Now, I believe if I did... Here we go. She usually says something along the lines of, like, oh, I can't set that on fire. I think the answer is actually throwing it over.
There we are.
I'm really smart.
Whatever they found, it's got to be in there.
Yep.
Someone was hiding mining tools and makeshift weapons.
Sure. Ah, hey, level 5 Greek. Alright. I do like how the remnant stuff is always Greek. Like, they kept that bit of culture. But then we're working with a remnant person who is clearly ethnically Russian, etc., etc. They've got a nice blend of people who defected from the Soviets and all this other stuff. It's kind of cool. But compound bow is available. Let's pop into here. It means that, as you can see, the Death's Breath and the just straight compound bow are the exact thing. It's just a skin. And I like the skin on the Death's Breath. So we're going to be using that. Now I don't have any new attachments I can use on it. I've already got everything. We need to get tools so we could get to the second level of upgrades. So we might have to go make a trip back relatively soon to see our friend over at the store. He does have one. Whoa, why was it doing that? That was weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, the finishers. If I was not terrible at fighting, those would really be worth it. Alright, I'm gonna force myself to do stuff on the hunter. Just because it has such few things at the moment. Let's do the, Sure, I don't really need that, because I know what heads look like, but whatever. Nope. What we got? Hate when it does this. What do you have that's available for me to upgrade? I think what that's actually doing is it's telling you that you can upgrade stuff that you can't upgrade because it's actually a... Oh man, I'm trying to think of the right words here. It's telling you can upgrade things because if you had the tool, you'd be able to upgrade them. Well. So how do I set that on fire when the water's coming down on it? Can't throw it over the water because that won't work in this case. So that is going to be kind of our main thing. And from here on out, I will always be carrying a bottle around, pretty much. Yeah, you show up and just things start falling apart.
There it is. So close. Got to find a way inside.
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, more reading. Yep. Go. Back up and get moving. You should never really... hold on. I almost went right past that. I think I actually missed that in my original playthrough of this game. So... we're gonna go and do a little bit of exploring here just to see what our options are in terms of movement. We have to move these things into that stuff. There's something over there.
Another mural.
Oh, we're so close on the Russian. Like a couple more diaries or something like that, and I should be able to read pretty fluent Russian in the game. In real life, probably never. I can't make heads or tails. I'm not good at languages. So, I don't know why, but I, for some reason, just started thinking, oh, that's got to be a pullable. And I believe it's not. I believe I'm supposed to attach something to that. But yeah. We're gonna go back down here, and we're going to that again. Basically, just work out this puzzle.
That's it.
The water's blocked.
Damn it. Got to find a way to block it for good.
I don't know how I feel about red herring puzzles. Like, hey, I figured out how to block the water. Oh, what? Oh, oops. Can this work? That's like a lot of distance. So now I actually have to go and do the thing I already did.
Must be a way to free another cart.
I gotta sit.
Must be a way
Yeah,
to free another cart.
I don't know. It's so weird that they went to the lengths they did to like put stuff that you'd never see back here. Like, unless you hit the Q button. Yes, I did all of that just for that. Alright, thank you. Please stop saying that. I just want to be able to see where I'm going. I mentioned that I got stuck on this for a little while longer than I'd like to admit. I jumped there. So I figured this out. I've done it. It's okay. Everything's fine. I'm not gonna feel stupid today. This, I think, puzzle relies a little bit more on just, like, randomly catching some small details, like the areas where I can put the rope arrows, than I think most of the other ones do. Like, most of them make it pretty obvious exactly what you need to do.
That did it. Now for a little fire.
But this temple, tomb, I want to keep calling it a temple, I'm sorry. But this tomb does a little bit more with kind of like distance and subtle hints than a lot of the other ones. So you're kind of looking at stuff from a ways off and then just like having to figure it, or put it all together. Still full on minerals.
Seems like the workers had finally had enough.
Oy. Space heater still works though. So there's like a lot of horses, crossbows. The horses thing seems weird. They must have carted that with them.
Looks like they dragged it out of here.
Ooh, coin. I wonder what my coin level is. We'll find out later. Coin level.
It's an ancient codex. A philosophical argument on the virtue of awareness.
Yeah. Those are pretty. That's a pretty good one. It doesn't really come in as a factor until late in the game, but man, does it help a lot. Because I would probably get murdered a lot more in this game if I didn't have that skill. Hey,
So much damage between the amateur excavation and the cave-in. But it must be connected to the Prophet.
what is it? Alright, so...
This shaft must have been where they first broke through. Should lead out as well.
And yeah, it does. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I was being really clever there. Guess not. Let's just do this the way the game intends. You win, game. I'll do the thing you wanted me to do so I could progress. That's fine. I wish you could jump on the ladder, too. Yeah. Pop this off. There we go. And this is actually where we had that minecart come at us. Neat, huh? That's also why I didn't go uphill earlier when I was faced with the uphill downhill. Because you can just end up going to the top of that area, like, first thing. Not really a point to do it. So... all you'll see is the door I just rope arrowed open. And I believe over here there isn't anything anymore, right? I already grabbed this? Yeah. Yes, perfect. I get all paranoid about this. Like, I'm gonna miss something. Someone's gonna come and tell me how much of an asshole I am for it. Not that I think anyone will, but I assume someone might. You know, I think this is a weird tomb in that I should have had a campfire right when I came inside, and there was none. And now I have to backtrack like a lot to do the thing I wanted to do, which was to find a campfire up here. But whatever. It's not that bad a walk up. It's just that my interpretation of what I was going to have available to me in terms of fire locations is a little off. And that means that, well, essentially, my entire point of coming up here, which was so I wouldn't have to, you know, redo a segment of the game, is completely fucking pointless. Okay, let's unlock this. Yeah, full. I need to use more toxic stuff, I think. Reach that. I can reach that. Hey, hey. Yeah, that's bad. She's dead. She is dead. That was impressive. That was really smart. I look good. I blame it on being early in the day. Sometimes it's hard to tell what stuff you can kind of line run on and which stuff that you're gonna have to like kind of be a little more wary of. Like, sometimes they give you these opportunities to do stupid shit like that, and it's kind of neat, but then other times that stupid shit will get your ass killed. As you may have just noticed I did to myself there. Yep, I understand how rope arrows work. I've been using them for hours.
Another Soviet plaque.
Ooh, so close. Just like one more document and we'll be good to go. Actually. So there's multiple ways to go. Well, you're supposed to go across that way. And while we're here, let's grab this. Alright. Slide on down. Make sure to jump. And we can get up to this thing that I was looking at earlier and was like, how do I get there? Yes, the first time I played this, I spent an inordinate amount of time trying to figure out how to get up here. Because I didn't think I had to progress to do it. I figured it was just like something I should be able to do. Yeah, I'm not a smart person some days. Hey, submachine gun component, hey. And while we're here, okay, and then you can do this. Get more stuff. And importantly, no. So there's 2 sets of controls for going up and down ladders, and space will bring you up, C will bring you down, which is interesting because I always think of space as like the jump off button. Alright, good. We've opened up most of the shortcuts we need. I just want to make sure we get all of them we can, so I don't have to come back through here. But this is the one that's important. Wait, is it there or is it down there? There's one that gets me like the hell out. continue on this path. Here we go. What? How is that not okay? Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I'm always gonna screw this up, aren't I? There we go. No? What were you doing, Laura? Let's see. So yeah, I just spent an awful lot of time wandering around this place. All I really want to do is get back to the campfire that we started this episode on. Instead, I'm like picking up feathers and shit. Oh, thank God. Where else do we need to go from here? So that was an interesting way for me to do that, but I did it. And we're finally back. Hooray. So next time we are going to go, and I think we're just gonna brute force our way through the rest of the DLC. I don't think I have... Oh yeah, check it out. More upgrades and everything. Nope. I think they still are lying to me about that. I'm gonna end up going and checking out and seeing what our options are with our friend up top at the end of the next video. No skills available. Oh well. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.
I don't think Anna shares our faith. Or she's in this for something else. She's conflicted. I get that. I used to be the same way, but we've all got a part to play in this. Took another patrol to see if I could get another kill. Sure enough, got a remnant at the perimeter. Took my time. Did it with my hands so I could see the light in her eyes go out. Stayed with her until she went cold. Magic. Constantine tells us that with the Source we'll live forever, that we'll finally look upon the face of God. But I already have. This is where I'm supposed to be. Took me so long to find it, but this is it. I'm home.
This flask belonged to a soldier in the Red Army. I don't recognize the insignia. It's still half full. I may need this before I'm done here.
We can no longer wait for our brothers outside the mines to begin their resistance. The Soviets have found something they desire more than the poison ore. They found our forefathers' history, have desecrated their tombs. This is the last injustice. We thought at first the old guardians would emerge and punish our tormentors. But now I see we will have to be the instrument of God's retribution. We gather our strength, store picks and axes in secret places. Very soon, those of us that are still well enough will rise up and bury our repressors here before they erase our past along with our present.
When the uranium ore was nearly gone, I feared our operation was at an end. But even as we moved to close the shaft, fate intervened. We found a chamber, half destroyed by a cave-in, but clearly made by the hands of man. The artifacts inside are ancient, nearly 1,000 years old, untouched since the tomb was sealed. We redouble our efforts. Instead of mining, the workers now search and retrieve the artifacts inside. The natives of the valley, their resistance once broken, now bristle at this new assignment, as if they do not wish the relics to be seen. We will need to make an example of a few young men before their dark looks lead to something more.
A trigger mechanism for a bomb. It's the same handiwork. He must have been gathering the supplies for a long time. The Hero of the Soviet Union Medal. It's the highest honor given for acts of heroism. Perhaps one of the Gulag officers? Order of the Red Banner Medal. Another high honor. But this medal has been deliberately defaced. Maybe the owner was disgraced,